Okay, I just did Superstar. I didn't like it. I might get better at it. I'm not giving up on it. But since I switched to franchise, I started a new video. Now, I might put the two videos together because they are my first looks at this game. Again, it wants me to read a bunch of stuff, so I'll read it to you. Welcome to franchise. Take charge and control over your favorite team. Make decisions regarding your team's management. By the way, there should be an apostrophe after the M in team and before the S to make teams, meaning possessive, the team possesses. Management and play style. Customize your team role and settings for use or use the defaults. To begin, select your preferred game mode and roster. Here are the choices. Now this is recommended. It has the green recommended thing across the top there. Play offline solo. Create multiple save files. Progress saved to your system. Connection to EA servers not required. That's probably what I'm going to play. Play online solo or multiplayer. Automatically saves progress. Progress saved to the cloud. Faster simulation time. Well, we'll start with the recommended. NFL preseason roster. Preseason week 1 roster. Start during preseason week 1. Regular season week 1. Or with a fantasy draft. Start with the preseason 75-man NFL roster set at the beginning of the season. Or I could go roster, file, default, or creation center roster. Start during preseason week 1, regular season 1, or with a fantasy draft. By default, loads the latest roster file available or a loaded Madden share or custom roster file from the creation center if there is one.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Well, hopefully I can use multiple teams because I want to move like a third of the teams to other places. I either want to be a defensive genius or now here's an interesting one. Leverage college coaching experience in the NFL with exclusive abilities and play sheets reflecting that past coaching experience. Requires EA Sports College Football Dynasty save data. Do we want to do that? Let's take a look at that because we do have. Why is it asking my name? I thought it said that I could, that this would be imported. Maybe not. Okay, let's do it and see what happens. I'm probably not going to find any that I like better, but we're going to look. I'll go with that. He looks pretty much as dorky as I feel playing. It could be that. I'd actually like it better without the beard. All the eyes look weird. Well, I don't see what I want. They at least had it in the college football. I want to wear a tie. Okay, that's the one with the tie. I don't like it. I want a suit and tie, but I can live with it. Did it? Okay. I was gonna say don't go away from that because I don't think there's any. Yeah, I would prefer suit and tie, but I think a football coach should not be wearing athletic shoes. Why would he need athletic shoes to just coach? But since nobody agrees with me. By the way, so do I not get to I don't get to choose his hair color. Remember that beautiful purple hair my player had? I'm not allowed to give beautiful purple hair to my coach, which seems silly. I don't know what the purpose of making your own character is if they can't have purple hair.
The menu on your left lets you adjust your league settings and where you'll start your franchise in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
Okay. So first we need to set our league settings because they probably have, yeah, they have 6 minute. Why did they ask me how long I wanted the quarters if they were just going to ignore it? I hate when video games ask me what I want and then ignore it. Display all news or ticker only news. I don't know what that means. Pip only, audio off. Don't know what that means. Oh. Full control gives you complete franchise experience, while simple lets you play through a season quickly, game by game. Weekly training, free agency, trades, live events. Contract negotiations, league advancement, blah, 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 blah. I think they still do these things, though, if we pass the week without doing them, but I'm not sure. I am going to relocate some teams. When disabled, no career clock scenarios will trigger. Well, I don't know what they are, so I don't feel very threatened by that. The CPU will automatically sign free agents for positions that do not have the minimum number required. Yeah, I need that. Okay, let's see what starting point is. Oh yeah, it's going to be preseason, definitely. Okay, well, hopefully I'll get to choose other teams because, every year I relocate about a third of the teams in the league. So let's see what happens when we actually get there. Congratulations, you've unlocked. Well, I can't read it now because you've shaded it out, stupid. This is your coach level. Levels range from 1 to 50, and each new level unlocks additional coaching slots, abilities, and play sheets. Franchise Point Award. Congratulations, you've unlocked 300 franchise points and 200 staff points to spend on abilities and play sheets. Well, I don't know what any of that is, but okay.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Um, I don't know if you want to see how the sausage is made, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take teams I either, how can I put this? Um, I'm going to move some teams, but it's not based on whether I like the team or not. It is based on whether I want them in the league. But for instance, there's teams I hate, but they're good for.
The menu on your left lets you adjust your league settings and where you'll start your franchise in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
They're good for. Okay, it got me confused. Let me just explain. Like with the Lions, I always move them to London, so they become the London Monarchs. One, because I want international teams, and second of all, I don't like Henry Ford. I don't like Fords. I don't drive Ford cars, and I don't want any games in my league to be at Ford Field. So I take about 10 teams that I think are inconsequential to my league, and I change them. I would much rather, by the way, just add teams to the league, but they don't allow that. You have to relocate them. So that's what we're going to do. Although I don't know. Relocate or rebuild. Yeah, that's what I want to do with this one. Okay, so these are the ones I'm going to. By the way, it looks like it's always the same places you can relocate to. So these are going to be. No, I think I want like an open air arena. How can I do that? That's a little more open air, but I was thinking more, yeah, more like a standard arena like that. So they're still going to be called the Lions? They're not supposed to be called the Lions. Now I'm going to have to keep them in the league. Okay, who else should I get rid of?
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
So, to be clear, there are teams that are the Cowboys' rivals, like the Commanders, for instance. And so I wouldn't get them out of the league because that makes for good play. Let's move. We're going to move the New Orleans Saints, and this one we don't have to change. We don't
The
have to
menu on your left lets you adjust your
change
league
their
settings and where
name,
you'll start your
so
franchise.
that'll be good.
In the preseason, the regular season,
We're going to relocate them to Salt Lake City. You know, the Utah Saints. I do this every year. Although I'm not seeing Salt Lake City come up right now. There we go. Again, I don't know where we can change the name of. Now, what do we want to build in Salt Lake City? That's a good question. I don't think we're going to get 60,000 people to our games. And I don't want to build the same kind of stadium everywhere. Yeah, we'll do this one here. Now, those guys, see, I can have this guy retire now because all I wanted to do was move the team. Okay, now who else? Because I'd like to have a Mexico City team.
choose which team you'll begin your franchise
I'd
with.
like an Anchorage team. Oh, and I want to bring the Houston Oilers back. Does that mean I have to move the Titans? See, if it said NFC, AFC, it would help. Oh, they're AFC and they're AFC. So I'd have to move an NFC team there, I think. London Lions might. Anyway. Let's just move the Titans. Oh, I got to give the coach a name. I don't really care
The
what he
menu
looks
on your
like.
left lets you adjust your league settings and where you'll start your franchise. In the preseason,
Because all that matters to me is that I relocate them. And in this case, I'm going to move them to Houston. Ah, that's how you change the name. With the left stick. So I should start all over. I think that's what I'm going to do because I've made so many mistakes already. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and start my franchise all over again. But I'm not going to make you watch that. The next time you see me, we'll be ready for the Cowboys' first preseason game. So I'll see you in what'll be like 30 seconds to you, and it'll be like hours to me. Okay, I think we picked up where we left off. Let me just show you. Is there a place that will show me everything in the... I guess I could go one by one. So we've got the Bears. No, there's got to be a way to show off my teams. Okay, so we've got the London Monarchs. We've got the Canton Caps. That's where the Hall of Fame is, so we needed to put a team there. We've got the Green Bay Packers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Anchorage Huskies, the New England Patriots, the Arizona Cardinals, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Los Angeles Chargers. We left them in because of Fallen Rays. We're hoping Fallen Rays will join us sometimes. We've got two Houston teams. I meant to get rid of the Houston Texans or move them some other place in Texas, but I didn't do it. So we got the Houston Texans. We got the Houston Oilers. Hopefully they play each other and form a great rivalry. We got the San Francisco 49ers. We got the Denver Broncos, the Oklahoma City Bison. Now they're going to say Bisons in the game because they don't know that bison is already plural. Yeah. So you don't say bisons, just like you don't say deers. I mean, you might say that to a group of people. Hello, my deers. How you doing? But if you see a bunch of deer together, you don't say there's a bunch of deers. How many deers are there in the herd? No, it's deer. Honolulu got a team. They're the Voyagers, not the Star Trek Voyagers. Dublin got a team. They're the Shamrocks. Miami got a team. They're the Dolphins. Washington got a team. I think they're the Commanders. They've changed so many times, who knows? Melbourne, Australia has a team. They're the Condors. Buffalo still has a team. I almost got rid of them, and I might still get rid of them before the season is out. They're called the Bills. Montreal has the team. They're the Lumberjacks. Chicago has a team called the Bears. Rio de Janeiro has a team. I don't remember what they're called. Oh, the River Hawks or something like that. The New York Giants have a team called the Giants. Los Angeles has a team called the Rams. Kansas City has a team called the Chiefs. Memphis has a team called the Blues. Salt Lake City has a team called the Saints. Philadelphia has a team called the Eagles. Mexico City has a team called the Desperados. Dallas has a team called the Cowboys. And Seattle has a team called the Seahawks. Hopefully you love this. If you don't, well, live with it. Now, I don't know any of what I'm supposed to do, so I'm going to click on things and see if we can figure out what I'm supposed to do. Preseason work for Booker. Who's Booker? Booker, right guard, 82. If he's 82 years old, get him off the team. He's going to get hurt. Wants additional preseason work to sharpen his game before week 1. Okay, let's start extra training. This would be a good time to say I don't know who he is or what he does. And I'm probably going to fire everybody, even if they win the Super Bowl. I'll probably fire everybody after season 1. I did last year, and it was great. I replaced them all with rookies that had famous names and terrible ratings. And so season 2, especially because it was on a harder level, was a lot more interesting. Has this frozen up? We'll give it a minute to repent, but then if it doesn't repent, I'll have to end this video until we get this thing to respond. I mean, I put in a lot of work moving around teams, building their uniforms, their stadiums. There were no new locations this year, and Berlin, I thought Berlin was in the last year's game, but I didn't find it this time, which is a shame. I was planning on moving a team there. I didn't find any cities in Germany to add. Yeah, this looks like a problem. I'm going to stop the video, and then if this thing, unsticks itself, I will start the video again. Okay.
It's in the game.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
I don't know who that is, and I think he's an Arizona Cardinal, so I should know. Now, I don't know what the shape of our franchise is going to be, because when I went to go to our first practice, it completely froze up. So I don't know if it's lost all the work I already did, which would make me not want to play for a while. I had just shown off all the teams I relocated, so I'm going to try the same thing again. Because I need this game to run. Now, again, I put it on SSD, and this is a very pretty loading screen, but it needs to learn to get past the loading screens and actually play a football game. I'm doing everything it asked me to do. I'm excited about some of the new teams. It stopped moving again. If I have to start it up again, I'm just not going to go to training anymore. I mean, this is a major game-breaking bug on a game I paid $150 for. Yeah, it came with EA Sports college football. But I have a system that exceeds its recommended specs. and I can't take it to training, which may mean I can't even take it to regular football games, but we're going to try that next. It appears to be completely locked up, and the last time I gave it like 10 minutes to come out of it, it didn't come out of it. So I'll see you in a few. Okay, twice I tried to go to training in franchise mode. Twice it totally froze up. Now I've rebooted my my computer. I'm just gonna try and play a preseason game. Let's see if I can get some football out of this football game. I want to see what the football is like.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, this part looks good.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
Looks like we're back
And
to the
off
old
we go
style
from Seattle.
of the kickoff meter.
The reigning Super Bowl champion Seahawks taking the field behind a guy who has now established himself as a franchise quarterback in Sam Darnold.
How about that? Super Bowl champion with the Seattle Seahawks after having a big year the season before with the Minnesota Vikings. What has allowed Sam Darnold to get here? I think perseverance. Every stop, he's found a way to get through it, and in most cases, found a way to get better.
And the Cowboys
He held on to it way too long.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Now they'll send Cup in motion right.
I would just say you
Darnold
can't
down
hold
to
it that
throw.
long in the league.
A short one caught by Barner. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Makes it third down and 10.
Here's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Another big season last year when he threw for over 4,500 yards for the 3rd time in his career. He's a big-time performer, but right now, all he's thinking about is having much more success come playoff time.
On play action, Prescott.
Well, I don't think he should think about the
He'll get
playoffs
that
right
complete.
now.
Ryan Flanoy with it. And he'll be tackled
First
right
game of the
on the chalk
preseason.
of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first carry now. This is Williams. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 yards.
CD Lamb's ability to adapt to any situation he encounters downfield, finds his way open, and even when he's not, knows how to compete for the ball in the air. Last season is 5th straight over 1,000 yards.
So it put something on screen from my coach. I didn't have time to read it. I didn't know it was going to be there, and it wasn't. It didn't make sound.
Carry, it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down.
I don't want my
right at a yard.
I don't want my coach appearing on
there, now they
screen.
can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
I've got a lot of things to deal with when I'm playing football, and
Again, it's Williams.
stuff coming up that I can't even see.
2-yard line.
I don't have time to read.
First and goal.
Is it going to help?
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
I'm surprised they put the Cowboys against the
From
Super
the
Bowl
2,
champions
here's 1st and goal.
to start the preseason.
Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
The score, Cowboys 6, Seahawks nothing.
Those cheeks are too red for my coach. I wish I knew which music setting that was so that I could get rid of it.
They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys set to get back to work. There's a look at Clayton Adams, their offensive coordinator. His guys have the first half lead here as they try to find some ways to attack this defense.
I wish I could have gone to a training session, but like I said,
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
it throws up twice
And they
trying to
him
get there.
down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
I mean, if they have Australia in the game and
Prescott
France
going to come up 1st and 10.
Mexico.
And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They try the left side here with Williams.
and Kenyatta,
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
why not Germany?
Javonte Williams.
Oh, and
an 18-yard
and
touchdown
Japan, I forgot
run.
Tokyo's in
As
there.
his guys are able to extend their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. This time the 2-point conversion works, and it's 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of bugs, but I'm not
So
seeing
after
a
the
lot of
touchdown,
game-breaking
Aubrey
bugs.
now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard
Well, that's
line.
one of our guys. Who is
now
it?
we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
Does he have a
hate
name?
to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Well, I hate to see them tell us one of our players is injured and then not tell us the player's name.
So no gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And you won't tell us his name either.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Absolutely. He got his hands on it. When you get your hands on it, you have to catch it. You have to catch it anyway, but when I put in your hands,
On the counter,
I don't
here's
want my
Williams.
record to read incomplete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 90 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Play action now. Prescott. Open man, that's Jay Ferguson, the tight end. And he will
Get out of the way, lady.
line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. Now Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He was supposed to throw it.
In my opinion, anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
It takes some unique timing. I tried the same play in college football.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
It's great when the timing
First
works.
half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They can.
Working to put a drive together. To throw is Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw, Darnold. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Prescott now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead.
I'm enjoying it, but I'm also thinking about things that really should be in the game by now. Like, if you're allowed to relocate teams, why shouldn't you be allowed to add teams?
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And running with power here.
Oh, he almost got it.
He is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get him. Hurt him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Here's Darnold. Throw out wide is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old,
50%
would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Shakes up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
I know,
That puts him
we're
on
slow
pace. Let me do
starters.
the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Yeah, you didn't.
And shedding through the
finish the
tackle.
sack.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Here's Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Stays on his feet. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
10 yards on the
Good
pickup.
position to be in here, second and inches. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Keep going, keep going.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
To throw is Prescott.
Oh, I threw it to the wrong
Pickens
receiver.
out right. And he is
But I can live
into
with
the
that.
end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are pouring it on. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
We have yet to reach the second quarter, dude. We're about to reach it, but we haven't done it yet.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Mordecai as well.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it as we resume action.
I knew I had to just get into a regular game because
The Cowboys.
I was starting to want,
The kickoff
A
unit is
refund.
out on the field, and they will send this one away.
and I don't even know how that would work because I bought it in a bundle with EA Sports College
And they'll get him
football,
down inside the 30 at the 27.
which is
And out
also
now come the Seahawks.
a very
See
fun,
if they can put this drive
enjoyable,
in the end zone,
buggy
Charles,
match.
because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
First throw now for the backup lock. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
This defense tried to heat him up early with the blitz, but he was ready. I don't know if he saw that during the week watching film or what, but he certainly wasn't flustered at all and was able.
And the Cowboys
Idiot, you cannot hold that ball that way.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielding at the 33. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Who's that?
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. To throw is Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
I was doing 90% until you pointed it out.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 29 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
This is the same commentary they had last year.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Locke. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
I think my guys are out of
from the gun,
formation.
It's Locke.
Did you see those 2 that were just standing with each other?
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I've never seen that in a real football game before.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
The Seahawks.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. 31 yards on the punt there. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Michael Trigg, never heard of him.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Oh.
Aubrey now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Joe Milton. 2 years experience. And Sam Howell. 4 years experience. Okay.
To an abrupt halt. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
He's reckless.
Defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
It'd be nice
Good
if they could.
Position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
If they could talk like real announcers.
Throwing is Milton.
Tell us about other games that are going on.
Got his man, it's Jonathan
People
Mingo.
that are holding out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, 50 yards. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Well, now how about this return? Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The fans look lethargic?
Slot man moves right. Here's Locke. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Listen, Brown,
Block
I don't
down
know
the
what
throw.
you're saying. I can't read a bunch
This is
of
going to be incomplete.
This
directions
first
while
half has not gone
I'm getting
according
ready
to
for
plan
play.
so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And frankly, I don't
Here's
understand
Michael
half the
Dixon
concepts
as
you're
he's
saying,
on the
Coach.
punt for Seattle. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt.
Well,
a
it
change
would
of
have been nice
possession
if we
here
would have
on
had
the punt.
block.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the field.
I don't think they've even said the name of our
Call that a very
quarterback
strong gain of
because Dak
24.
Prescott isn't in right now.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and
That was
down,
a
they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
That was a face mask at the end of that play, people. The refs didn't bother to call it, but you could
To
see
throw,
the hand
it's
up there in the mask, and you could see that it turned his whole head around. It was dangerous.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
This quarterback now.
Oh, I hate
4 of
that
6
music.
since taking over, and he's got a first down. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And just shutting him off there. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's
Here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And
Worked, didn't it?
Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 60. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
I see the flag is at least moving around in the breeze, unlike
and able to get
EA
this
Sports
out
college
to the
football.
25.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement.
Now Locke, he lost the football in town, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
To throw it is Locke. His throw in.
Nice non-catch.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I think that's George Pickens.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Kevontae Turpin.
Oh, Kevontae Turpin. Look at his time.
And the Cowboys
I haven't
just
learned the people's
continue
numbers
to
yet
roll.
on their jerseys.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
I didn't know they had souls to search for.
Lock gonna throw. Fighting to stay upright. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, at least he got it out of his
Get ready
hands.
for third down. Let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion,
Jonathan Bullard. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
I don't think they have a realistic chance.
21 yards. Well done on the return.
I've certainly
And
done
this
my
offense,
best.
They're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
To keep them from having a realistic chance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Milton. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Very funny. Very funny.
Now Milton. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Wow, our offensive line is
about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Milton. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
What happens when you make fun of
Kevontae Turpin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control.
Wonderful phrase.
And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Aubrey now for the point after.
I wonder if I can remake my coat.
Here in this first half.
Because the original one
now
used to wear a baseball cap.
Injured on the play. Well,
but you're not going to tell us his name, are you?
Even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
I didn't think so.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
I just tackled him.
Last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
He didn't even mention the 2-minute warning.
Locke working out of the gun. Open man, there's Bobo. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Yards on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Locke to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right
You
at the midfield
deserve
stripe.
it.
Sacks a growing
deserve
theme in this
it.
first half. This is 2nd and long.
You deserve it.
From midfield, here's Locke. That'll be caught by Bobo.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they're in field goal range, too.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
But they're going to go for it on 4th down. What a gift.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he's brought down.
And now he's out of the field goal
It's a
range.
sack and a turnover on down.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It was 4th down
The
anyway. I
Seahawks
forgot.
go for it but can't convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Cowboy offense is going to head out now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And then nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Luckily, that's not our first string quarterback.
Here's Milton now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
I need a nap.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
I was getting ready to go to bed when I saw that this was about to unlock. So,
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
hurry up, dude.
Looking to throw. Milton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are pouring it on. Aubrey good with the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Seahawks, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Seconds. makes a lovely.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 6.
1,000.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team.
You're not going to tell us what happened
Charles
in any
Davis.
other games? You are worthless. We already knew what was happening in this game. You moron.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2nd and 11.
I hit the stupid button.
They get to him back at the 40.
I don't know what's going on.
Wrong way, and now they
playing
face
by
a
itself
3rd and
now.
14. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work.
Okay. Something's wrong. Both of those last plays, I'm hitting the X button to go to the receiver, you know, that's designated as X. Both those times, it didn't let me get the ball out. So,
Down, they got him.
I'm a. Oh, and now.
And this play's
Yeah,
still
it's
live. He faked the spike.
Yeah,
They'll throw it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
So
the Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played
no
about
crowd
as
in
well
the
as you
background
can.
as
Many
he's
times
talking?
they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
it's eerie. I mean, we're in a packed stadium. You would think we would hear the fans.
A lock in the Seahawks now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On 1st down, they'll start out with Price. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Once again, it's Price. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing now is Locke. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off play action. Milton. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Is there a reason why we should?
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Milton.
That time the X button
Wide
worked.
open receiver complete.
Vontae
And
Turpin.
finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw. Milton. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Of course it is.
Luke Schoonmaker.
Oh. I'm going to have to take a break. I'm too tired. But I shouldn't tell you that because you wouldn't have noticed. I could have come back, stitched it all together, and you wouldn't have known. And I'm going to do that, but you will know because I'm always telling you how the sausage is made. I'm an idiot. Oh.
Touchdown grab. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again.
It's what we do.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Hey, we got to get serious about this game now.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Well, the
They've been at
disparity in
work?
this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the
Have
points
they put up a
keep
married
up
point?
and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
I'm not sure this is how you go back to the Super Bowl.
He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
The 41-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down.
I think that was
not easy
Malik.
to hold on to.
Number 28.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Able to push his way through. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
I'm just trying to get to know the members of my team. That guy's last name is Turpin.
Have him on the move on first down.
I don't remember his first name, although I remember it was hard to pronounce.
Well, now they'll try the end around.
Or read or something.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Off the play fake. Milton. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And finally, down he goes.
This game doesn't feel finished, even though it's playable.
Nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Especially things like the soundtrack when you don't hear the crowd anymore while the guy's lecturing you.
On first down, it's Blue. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. On 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1.
I don't want to hear rap in my football game.
He'll try again. And he will take it in for a Cowboys
That was supposed to
score.
be a quarterback run, then that's not a
Jaded
quarterback,
Blue,
so I don't know
his
what's
second
going
touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys just continue to roll.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
It looks like the new coach is going to start off with a win, which almost never
The
happens.
kickoff
with
team
a
on the
new
field
head
now
coach.
as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
How about?
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Any lane.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left.
Oy vey. Kill him.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up second and 10 at the
Second and 10.
1,000.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
1,000.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th.
I think they've punted more than
on
4.
third down.
Since it's 103-0,
Looking to throw.
I believe they have punted more than 4 times.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15.
Wow.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Cavante. No wonder I
Cowboys
didn't
offense
remember his
and their
first
wide
name.
receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he goes out right around the 39.
Oh, it's second and
Here
4.
now, second and 4.
I just said that, dude. Try and pay attention.
Throwing is Milton.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
I'm not good at punting.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground with Price. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Going right back to Price. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
18 Cardinal.
I really hate having that coach on screen.
On 3rd down, he'll drop
trying
the throw.
to tell me stuff I don't have time to read.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded just inside the 30. And shutting him off, now open field. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go.
They're called the
more.
Cowboys. You
and
could
was
say
pretty
more
much
than
unguardable
visitor.
in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to them here in this 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, they run with Blue. Pushing his way through.
Good, I didn't want to.
And he will have the Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's our backup, right?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Milton. Open man is Mingo. Complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Okay, we got to get serious about winning this game now. No more mistakes.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go now.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Knock him down.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Looks like he's hurt.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injuries
You're
never
not going to
good,
tell us who it
especially here
is.
in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Well, you didn't take
Here's
it
the
serious
Seattle
enough to
offense
even
ready
tell
to
us
get this drive
his
underway.
name.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for this fourth quarter. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now back to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Henderson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
A gain of 1.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Oh, they knock that ball out.
Taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I hate when plays
The
like
coverage
that.
may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
The deficit is still there
on 1st and 10.
at 110 to nothing. Yeah, I would say the deficit's still there.
Give up the middle, Price. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
34-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he's got room. He's still on his feet. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that, especially in a preseason game, the first preseason game. You want to show your fans that you're back.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
You want to show the whole league you're back, by the way. This is an excellent way to start the F word.
The kick team out there for
Especially
the
against
Cowboys
the
as they
Super Bowl
run up to
champions of
send
the
this
world.
one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks take back over. It's been a tough go for them, and it's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation
60
left.
evil, 60 evil.
2nd and 9 now. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
14 sacks, but they've gotten to us 5 times.
7-yard loss on the sack.
We've got
third down.
We've got plenty of places where we need to improve.
They'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins.
Who is he?
We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
They really need to fix that.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
By the way, that's also not true. If you look at the stands, every seat is full. Nobody ever goes to the bathroom during these games. Nobody ever goes to the concession stands.
Crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There are no unsold seats.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Nobody leaves early.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Maybe than you expect.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That was in
Cowboy 80.
Cowboy 80.
The pitch to Blue.
I had a
And
mechanic.
he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
My car did
224 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
I don't manage the clock the same way during a preseason game as I do the rest of the year.
Schoonmaker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are pouring it on. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense
You left out coaching.
doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all, but let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
The reason I don't play the clock game
Now for the PAT.
in preseason is because these guys are trying to prove themselves to the coaches and to the world.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And fortune is smiling on them, no doubt. That turns into a 2-point conversion.
We tried for one and we got 2.
And they extend their lead. Unreal.
So they need as many reps as they can get. Players do. That's really what preseason games are about.
Kick this one away, and off it goes.
So I try and have as many plays as possible, which means I might not
And a
have
decent return out to the 27
as high of a
yard
score
line.
or shutout
The
or
Seahawks
whatever.
now ready to march out of the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll run with Henderson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll set up a throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense.
They say if it's in the game, it's in the game.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So those are some of the things that
and out will come the offense as they take over.
Are in real football that are not in this
their
game.
Running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to
Empty
believe you can run the
stands.
ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Head injuries.
Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Milton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
60
Now
even.
Milton. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st.
That would be nearly
Here's
enough.
Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Here's Horton.
8 yards on the
Horton,
return following
the big elephant that hurt a hoop.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
The ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that.
It will not count as a moral victory.
That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
No, they're going to remember this the rest of their lives.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
You don't lose by 125 points and then brush it off.
And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
He hasn't even been in the full game.
By the Cowboys offense.
We had a different running back at the
To
beginning.
the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. To about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. To throw, it's Milton.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I didn't see a touch pass, did you?
Pickup good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Dallas.
They'll run up the middle.
Do you think Fallen Race is going to play
There
this
was a lane there and closed up quickly as he stopped
against
for no
us?
gain. Second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's third down.
I'm not used to third downs for my offense in this game.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They hand it off. It's Blue.
They haven't said anything about all the teams that have moved, all the coaches that have been fired,
First half go because it looks like it's drying up
the
a
new
little bit here.
rules for
Someone made
this
some adjustments, it
upcoming
appears,
season.
at least on this drive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
In real life, the commentators of the preseason games
They'll
do
try
all
to
of
run
those
again
things.
with Blue. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I don't know that I can
So
make
on
this field
fourth
goal.
down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
I've always been
And this
terrible
one
at
is
field
right
goals.
through. And that will
Man.
extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And
Good.
that should
Needed
just
more.
about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
He's in the wrong jersey.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in
They
for
had
the
that-
touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, he's still in the wrong jersey. They had that bug in last year's game, too. I wish the people at EA Sports would watch my videos, but I don't think they know I'm alive. Which is fine. It's a very small channel right now.
Ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Which you can help change that if you want
Always an exciting play
by
in football.
subscribing.
We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Leaving comments below,
The kickoff for the Cowboys.
giving a thumbs up to
So
the
here's the
videos.
kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Spending some time with the poorly aging
And he brings
Sarcastic
us out past the
PC
20
gamer.
to the 24. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Oy vey.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
I really hate games
After a run
where
like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
I really hate
He
games
stopped
where
about 2 yards
Can
shy
I
of the
talk, dude?
marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I really hate
Toss play
games.
begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
So Dak Prescott had an incredible 94% completion rate. His backup, Joe Milton, a 72% completion rate, which is, I mean, you know, for a backup, that's great. Well, that's probably great for anybody. So Jaden Blue ran for 237 yards. Javonte Williams only ran for 90 yards? That's terrible. Now, I'm worried that this will freeze up again, trying to get back to our hub, but I hope not. You have players with skill points that are ready to upgrade. Skill points are earned by gaining XP and reading these screens. Archetype progression. Spending a skill point upgrades the selected archetype a full overall rating. I think this is just too much to follow at the beginning. I'm sure there's people who do it perfectly, but remember, I'm poorly aging. So let's... Okay, so Isaiah Land is a speed rusher. It says ledge. I don't remember there being ledges 5 years ago when I knew the positions. So we can make him a power rusher, a speed rusher, or a run stopper. I'm going to go with the power, I guess. Sam Howell. Most of these people I've never heard of. So this guy's a quarterback that wasn't even in the game, it looks like. We'll go with field general. Hunter Loop. There seems to be a vowel missing, so I don't know how to say his name. Utility, I don't know what that means. Found open in the flats after block and release or driving up the middle of the line whenever a defense least expects it, or blocking. Oh, he's a fullback. We'll go utility. I used to know all the, positions and what they did and everything. And then a few years ago, it seems like a whole bunch of the position titles have changed in real NFL football and college football and all that. Maybe I'm just having a stroke. I don't know, but I think they changed a lot of them. Jonathan Bullard. I don't know who you are, but yeah, we'll go power rusher. I saw things I liked out there, and you know, there were definitely some areas, especially on defense, where we need improving. We'll go elusive back. Now, I think I'm gonna just go to the next week so we can see. Maybe I won't. I don't even know how to go to the next week. Oh, okay. Now it says advanced week down there. Maybe I'll look at some of this stuff before I advance to the next week, but I'm going to have supper right now, so I'm not going to do it at this point. Let's call it something descriptive, like my first save. Then I'm gonna quit it so that I can put the different parts of the game together so that I can upload them to the interweb.